Hello and welcome to another Sunday afternoon lazy chat. Now, we'll get the elephant out of the room straight away. I've been out all day with the family and then stopped off at the in-laws, which means I've had a couple of beers with the father-in-law. Likes to have a beer. If you can hear a noise up there, that's a seagull just landed because the cats have just been fed. Wants to eat the cat food. This is the Belmer Pale Ale. It's a pale ale. It's a summer ale, isn't it? I've moved it from hand pull onto tap for cask, really. Cask keg. See what I mean? This is why I have to tell you now that I've had a few beers beforehand because I'm all over the place, aren't I? The cask beer is now the Yorkshire Ale, or a Yorkshire Bitter, not an ale. God, see what I'm all over. This is the Belmer Summer Ale. And I have to say, it's looking good, and it's actually tasting really nice. I'm really enjoying this now. It's taken a few weeks. The nipper is still there, but I'm barely touching it. Really not touching it because, well, 7.4% really. I have the odd one. This week, it's been a busy week really. I haven't brewed yet. I have brewing set ready to go, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But Thursday, my friend Mike, who lives down the road, asked me to help him set up. His keys are a bit. He's having a change around and needed some help, so I went down and helped out with that. But before that, he came here, so we had a few beers. He had some of the Old Yorkshire, got it Old Yorkie, which is the Yorkshire Bitter hand pull that I have, which is just the Bible brew. So he had some of that, I had some of that, and then we went down to his and I had a few of his, and it got a bit messy, and I had to come home early because I was feeling a bit drunk, really, a bit drunk. I had, instead of having to brew this week, which I was set for doing, alright, let's go to a point. I was set for doing the Vacant Gesture again. That's run out. But I wanted to do with Vic Secret, because I have a lot of Vic Secret. But I was waiting till I gone to Mike's, because Mike has a Vic Secret Smash on at the minute, and I want to see how it was, so I could remember and get the flavours and etc. before I decided, do I want to do a Vacant Gesture version using Vic Secret, with the malt bill, etc., and with the same sort of hop profile, but instead of Mosaic, using Vic Secret, and the answer was no. It wasn't what I was wanting. Mosaic's lovely, but I have there's a little there with it that I have. The Vic Secret was very piney, very resiny, very very dank, and so I don't want to do it with that. So I am looking at using the Idaho 7. I'm not really sure about Idaho 7. I've had Idaho 7 for several beers, but I've never done it on its own. So I'm like, do I do it on its own? I've got to really look into the hop profile of it, really. A bit more than just a general, it's fruity and all that gloss. So as of tomorrow, I'm going to be brewing. So I'm going to be doing this either with the Idaho 7 or I go just for Citra. Yeah, I just do a Citra one. Or even a Galaxy one. I've got the Galaxy as well. So I was going to do, I said I was going to do Heathen Brewers version with the whacked up amount of Mosaic. And I have to say, after several weeks, the Mosaic came out and it was just like, whoa, that is one spot on beer. And with lots of Mosaic, I imagine it'd be like, wow. But I like that profile of that whole beer. the not so much hops, enough just to get the flavours and stuff, the dryness. Harry's made a perfect blooming beer, really, I think, and it's a spot on beer. And I want to do it justice by just doing the beer, but with a different hop, just to try. And I think, yeah, as I think, Idaho 7, can it pack enough punch and give enough all over flavour compared to, say, Citra? I don't know. Or Mosaic? I don't know. So, and I want to know about Idaho 7 because I've still got a shitload left that I got from Timmy. So I do need to know what to do with the fucking stuff. So that's that. The hand pull. Yes, the old Yorkie's on there now. I mean, this is the Belma Summer Ale, which came off it and has gone back on to tap. And if I'm honest, it's probably done it more justice. It needed that. Is it the carbonic acids from the carbonation? I think so. It needed that little touch because this is a bit better. The old Yorkie, which is Yorkshire Bitter from the Bible. This is pretty much the Summer Ale from the Bible, but swapping the last edition for Belma. But yes, the Yorkie from the Bible, I really think works well on the hand pull. It really does. Although I did, once again, I swapped out yeast. I've done this with SO4, and I'm not a big fan of SO4, I'll be honest. Really not. On keg, this, after several weeks, okay, this is fine. Yeah, it's got a little bit of twang. When I say twang, I mean almost like a citrus bite to it. With the malt profile, you just get it. It takes the malt and then gives it a little citrus bite to the edge of it, and then you get a little touch of melony strawberryness, just like blah, 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 off it. Yeah, that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, a few beers, that's what happens, you know. I guess I come out with shit like that. Yeah, so that I'm really actually this. Yeah, I'm really happy with now. I'll get another glass because I will do a pull. I won't use the pint glass, the pint bitter glass, because as I say, I have been having a few at the old father-in-law's. But this, I'll do the hand pull, the Yorkshire bitter. Just to. Oh, by the way, yes, I also got this last week. There's yay! Yeah, this is the Angram replacement drip tray and stand, so to speak, and it fits perfectly. It was spot on. I'm guessing mine was an Angram. Having looked at, when I stripped it down, having looked at the fact that it was two Perspex cylinders, so to speak, that we used for it, it had to be an Angram, I felt. So I'll do with the Yorkshire bitter. Put in a pint. Sadly, you don't get paid for it these times, but on the plus side, I get to drink it instead. And pretty much the same is the fact that the guy I'm dealing with is still a twat. Oh no, it's me, isn't it? Yeah. So there. That. Look at how it's clearing nicely. I mean, this was the Yorkshire bitter, and it was on 2 degrees for over a week now, and then it's been put into keg. I just carbonated it just enough to seal, basically, and it's been sat now at 4 psi for it must be 4 or 5 days now. But look, it's starting to clear nicely, isn't it? Look at that. Hey. This is a nice beer. I mean, you just go. Do you know what? It's just that creaminess, and it's just like, oh, it goes down so bloody fast. I mean, look at it. there's very little issues with that. This again was SO4. This was dropped onto the yeast cake of this, and as I said, I don't really like SO4. It has a thing. I'm still getting that little twang now because that's not quite clear yet. It needs. SO4 seems to carry its flavour so much into like this, even just this, which is pretty clear, but the flavour seems to carry so much. But then by the time you get to here, which is, I don't know if you can tell that properly, that's a lot more clear. And then the flavour's gone. So, that yeasty flavour. For me, anyway. So that I'm really... It's so smashable. It's so wrong. It's so smashable. So yeah, I got the delivery of the drip tray and the frame for the drip tray that fits a 9 gram. And so that's my hample fully sorted now. Pardon me. All done, really. Don't have anything more to. I am tempted to replace the handle. These are pot handles, and I want I want a ceramic handle, but I don't want just a plain black. I have seen the Huntsman ones, and I've seen blue and white China ones, and I'm not sure which I prefer. I do like them, both of them, to be honest. I'm not into hunting or any of that, but I do like the Huntsman handles. Just, I guess it's a Yorkshire thing, I suppose. It's not nice, I know, the old hunting and all that. That I couldn't care about. I just like the aesthetics of the handles. Same with the blue and white, which is the blue and white China thing, which usually it's the bridge and the girl on the bridge and all that, which is basic. I do antiques for a living, so you know what I mean. It's just like that. It's just a basic scene I see often, and I do like that actually as a pot handle. Yeah, I don't know. So not sure what I'm gonna do. I do want to change the pot handle from the black to something different. Wow, 12 minutes. I barely started. Okay, strap in. This is going to be a long one, I think. Had a few, you know what I mean? I do like to waffle. On top of that, I made a few purchases this week from the malt miller. Got 25 kilo of Golden Promise, but I also bought. See, what happened is, I got like a holiday bonus from work because we hadn't done holidays at all during the year. I'd just been paid the extra at the end of the year that would be for furlough. Which furlough you're getting 80%. If you're getting holidays, you have to put holidays in. About would normally be 100%. So we've not done holidays. None of us have actually worked out what the fuck to do till the end of the year, which is typical of us. Just thinks fucking healers can't give a fuck. Fucking useless, aren't we? So we haven't sorted anything out. But at the end of the year, it was just like, we gotta do this. So got a big bonus really. I got that extra 20% that would have been my holidays for the year, and so I spent some money. So what did I buy? For the conical grandfather, actually, I got one of those big cover things that are supposed to insulate it. Bloody hell! Wow, it's like about that thick. It's like, if I was going out into Siberia and needed, like a blanket, a cover thing to hold. Do you know I could unzip the top bit, put it over me, and go out into Siberia, and I'd be like, yeah, I just need a hat now, and I'd be warm. It's ridiculously thick. That, and I also got, which is the just down here, the close transfer conical thing. and I just need to sort that with I need a John Guest fitting, because the pipe that runs, the red pipe that runs out of it, is what, 5 mils times 8 mils, which I think is, I can't remember now. I worked it out the inches. I sat down, did it. I may be wrong, and I may end up getting the wrong fitting, but I need to get that up to a 3/8 John Guest fitting. So I've gone for a transferred fitting, and I bought it, and I can't remember what it was. It was something like 5/16 or something weird. It was a weird 16th fitting up to a 3/8 fitting, and so I bought that, and that's to come. And that hopefully will connect from the red piping of the close transfer to the normal grey piping that I use for my CO2. And then I can do close transfers. I can do close transfers now. I've done it before, haven't I? Did it for the NEPA. But it was a botch job, and at times the bung in the top, and I was struggling with it. There was a couple of times where the bung went boom and blew off, and it's just like, quick, stick it back on. It's pumping CO2 out, and just keep that back on. And yeah, so I have to. This may be a bit more, refined, more of a proper work around for transferring. But yeah, yes, so we're back down to really all I need now is the glycol chiller, and coming on to that, I said last week, I think I had talked with the missus. She'd said, your birthday, what would you like? I'm looking at like this kind of price range, and I went, oh yeah, that's great, yeah, oh, this is it. I was £300 short. So I had to rethink this. I could do it. I could chuck 300 quid towards it. That's fair enough. Which it may be that I do. That might be the way to go. £900 for the glycol chiller. It's quite expensive, isn't it? I mean, you could get a normal glycol chiller and just push it through. I don't know. I don't understand enough of it and what I could do and how I could do it. I need to just really look into it deeply. I've got Raspberry Pis and shit and all sorts just laid about. That could I use them alongside this to change this and get maybe the odd flow meter? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Could I actually work on something? Buy an X-Pub chiller for 250 quid. I know the glycol chiller comes that you get for the grandfather. You can add up to 4 fermenters, but 4 fermenters on the go one. I have got the space for 4 fermenters. I might then go to expand. Do you know what I mean? It's like, do I do it and do it and just do it and do it? I know. I'm tempted. I'll be honest. It's like, yeah, but can I? But can I? Yeah, I could. You know what I mean? If getting a beer that's really nice means I have to go to the fucking moon and back, I'd find a fucking way. This is the hobby. This is the mentality of the hobby. It's like, if I had to go, I could create a spaceship. I'd go up there. I could get this, that, and that. And we could do that, and we get down, and then I'd have a really good beer. I'm fucking on it. You know what I mean? Sorry for the F word. Don't want to drop F-bombs. So that's pretty much brewing. Tomorrow I'm brewing. I've got challenging for the bittering, and it really is just deciding what I'm going to do about the which hop I want as to be the flavour taste profile, really. That's pretty much all I've got to decide. Anything else? Yes, we was going to the walking. Yeah. Wow. I did a small walk on Tuesday. It was like Tuesday, and I was like, oh yeah, we had this, that, blah, blah. I'll do a small walk. So I did 15 kilometres. Wow. I've reached a point of this whole walking palaver where 15 kilometres is just like, yeah, that's just a walk around the block kind of thing. Boom. I loved it. I fucking loved it. So then on Thursday, I was like, yeah, I've done it. Like the Wednesday I was at work, and I don't understand what's going on with like my watch and phone and everything with the Strava, because on the Tuesday I did the short walk. I was say 15 kilometres. Phone bloody died. It was close to death. When we got back, it's like, yeah, save it quickly. On Wednesday I was at work. My phone died. From 100 spent to nothing, and it's an S21 that I just only bought, really. So there's no reason for battery death so quickly. But he's not done it since. Yeah. And then the Thursday, I was like using the phone to record my walk because I thought it's got to be a better battery, and compared to the watch, because Strava seems to have trains the watches. You get to 20 odd kilometers, and it's just like going, you need to save this, or your battery is going to be dead within seconds. If you don't save it, you'll have never done it. It won't matter what you think you've done, it will never have happened. And you're just like, and I'm pressing it, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. So, I put it on the phone for Thursday, and I walked. I did 23 kilometres, and it was a fucking beautiful walk. One of the most beautiful walks I've ever done. It was absolutely lovely. I started doing these walks just like edge of town, just avoiding people, trying to stay on the edge of town, go out round. This was right out doing the villages around the edge of the town. It was a blast. What can I say? I have headphones in. I have earphones in. Sort of like little buds in. I'm listening to an audiobook. Nothing brilliant. Nothing you'd be like going, wow, can I listen to that too? Nothing like that. Just shite. And I'm just walking around the edge of these places and through these villages and back around and up through the villages, and it was absolutely lovely. 23.5 kilometers, I think. I was really pushing the terrain more, and I did something like 495 meter incline, basically, like change from there to there to there to there, sort of height wise. I was pushing the heights and stuff, so I did 495 meter height thing, and yeah, I really loved that. That was absolutely brilliant. So, and that was 93.95 kilometers. I don't know, is this what mile wise? 32 kilometers is 20 miles, so this is about 15, 17 miles at most. But still, I was still buzzing when I finished. Back to football then. Wow. What a fucking week that's been, hasn't it? Now, you might not know who I support, and you might not I've seen that just above that parcel box. But yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. What a fucking palaver this has been this last week. I mean, I did this video before, last week's video I did before the announcement that happened about the ESL. And we played a game. I think, no, we were coming for the Leeds game was Monday, so I hadn't even played that, and I was just like, I'm quite ebullient about how we were doing in that, but what the fuck? Now, right, let me stop right there about anyone who thinks, yeah, Gary Neville, all that, and blah, 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 all having their answer. And I just want to stop it there. I don't agree with the ESL one fucking iota. But in 1992, there were a breakaway league from the 4 leagues that existed. Sky got involved. There was a Champions League created. This was all a fucking money maker that was about making money for the top teams within that strata. They included Liverpool, Man United, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and those. And the idea was, let's create as much money for ourselves as possible. We will have these rights, this Sky, everyone, they were all in on it, and they're screaming and crying because they weren't going to be involved in this one. And then, yes, this one was shit as well, but so was that one. It wasn't fucking gonna be equal. This idea of the pyramid structure, it's fucking bullshit. It really is. It's absolute bullshit. Leicester winning the Premier League. At the time, it was compared more. Let me put it this way. When they won that Premier League, Leicester, the manager was compared to Brian Clough. How did it compare to Brian Clough? You know, Brian Clough, who took a team, Nottingham Forest, from the 2nd division, winning the 1st division in that year after, and then winning 2, not 1, but 2 fucking European championships in a row. And they said, actually, Leicester winning the Premier League was possibly better than that. And will never happen again. Understand that point. A manager winning 1 league, 2 leagues, and then 2 European championships all in a row is less of an achievement than actually winning the Premier League once. That's how fixed and broken this fucking Premier League is. Do you see that? Because it makes me angry, just that thought. But those same people who were glorifying the fact that occurred are also the same people denigrating what would have been a jump away from their sort of money pool, would have had them gaining money, and having a go at this. Oh yeah, but they're not in the pyramid. There is no fucking pyramid scheme. It's a joke. It's a pretense. You add in the blah blah blah, the financial fair play. No fucking buyer can go say, right, I'm going to buy Crawley, which has happened, and I'm going to get Crawley from the 4th division to the top of the Premier League within 4 years. No, you fucking can't. Because those top clubs went, oh, wait. We need, now we're here, now we're at the top, and we've got this absolute big money thing going on. We don't want anyone else coming up and joining us. You know, Man City, Chelsea, I suppose they're the first two that come to mind, where they've just suddenly chucked in. I mean, Liverpool in a way, I mean, they've always been up and down. Man United have always been up and down. Okay, we'll ignore them. But yeah, this whole, PSG, where they suddenly come from, you know what I mean? You can chuck money in, and they suddenly just went, whoa, let's alter the rules, because we've got this set of teams. We have these top teams, you know, teams that have been there forever. And we have these teams that have just bought in forever, that have just bought in and just want to stay here. But we want to solidify that. So we'll have this financial fair play system in place. So nobody else can get in here. Do you know? You can't just buy your way in anymore. Like we did. You know what I mean? Right, I've done 30 minutes. As you can guess, I'm not a fucking fan of the ESL. I'm not a fan of the owners of Liverpool at the minute. I'm not a fan of Liverpool at the minute. I get it. The players and the manager were some of the first to actually come forward. Actually, they were the first to come forward. I noticed. Was it Chelsea who were playing before, and they just like, no, we don't want to talk about it. Yeah, you know what, mate? Just fuck it off. But Klopp was probably the one of the first to step forward. The only manager to actually go, you know what? No, we don't like this. Anyway, we got this far. Thanks for watching. You're probably depressed and bored and fucked up. Anyway, so take care. I'll catch you in the next one.